Righto, welcome along. David Campese, 101 tests for the Wallabies, 64 tries, World Cup winner, and a man who made a habit of ruining New Zealanders' weekends. Thanks for joining us here on the Agenda podcast, David Campese. Now, David, I'm going to have to say, look, I grew up watching you run circles around John Kerwin and the All Blacks, and my father throwing cans at the TV screen. Young Mashy here, he wasn't born until 1999. 1999.
So I know you for one reason and one reason only. Do you think you might know why?
Yeah, the goose step.
Yep, there we go. Thank you very much.
I wish I patented it, but the one thing that you guys, the most important fact that you forgot, I made 4 tackles in 15 years.
Yes.
Sorry about that. I'll add that.
Okay.
I'll add that
sure
to the stats.
Well, actually, before we move on from the Goosie, David, do you mind if I ask, did you name it the Goosie? Were you
No, mate, I had nothing to do. I think it was the Shuffletown Shuffle or something. Gordon Bray or someone did it back in '82.
Okay.
I think Keith Quinn or somebody.
Yeah.
And then it became the goose step, mate. I had nothing to do with naming it. So.
But you perfected it though, I think,
did.
David.
I'm sure there was a rugby league player. I played league most of my life, so
right.
I think I was about 12 years old, playing the place called Yass, and I got the ball under the post. These 2 kids ran at me. I did something, scored the other end, came back, they knocked themselves out, and I said, well, that definitely worked. And but I never, ever practiced at a training, ever. I only did it in the game.
Oh,
right.
shit.
Oh,
Okay.
There you go. That's good stuff. Hey, I mean, speaking of which, if you're doing stuff in the game, never in practice, like, how do you reckon you'd go today? Because obviously I feel like players are almost coached within an inch of their lives. How do you think you would survive in today's game with the amount of video analysis and the amount of everything else, and you being told what to do? Like, they go, look, Campo, put away that goose step, would you?
Yeah, mate, look, unfortunately, professionalism changes everything. It's an attitude problem. Like, if you think about when we play, mate, we're amateurs.
Yeah.
Even yesterday I was watching the 66 Wallabies. They were getting $1 a day and they went away for 3 months. But the thing is, the camaraderie, your matemanship, the opportunity to travel the world. I come from Queanbeyan, 21,000 people, went to a government school, and, mate, my education was the world, playing rugby.
Yeah.
The people, the friends. Mate, I'd struggle because I'm sick of watching these wingers flying off the wing and leaving their winger to score 6 tries.
Yeah.
Nowadays, one winger got to try, the coach said, mate, you do that again, you're off. It's all a rugby league. It's unfortunately, mate. I reckon they've gone to the point where it's more like watching rugby league now. It's not rugby. Guys just run into brick walls.
Yeah.
The tackle in and all that. It is a very, very different game.
I mean, just going back to when you were at your pomp playing the All Blacks, did you enjoy playing the All Blacks because they were seen to be the best, or because you liked to annoy them the most?
No, mate, I think it was just at the time. I think I played the All Blacks 29 times and won 8, I think.
Yeah.
And I say, people, that's a bloody good record. Some people never beat them. So, but the reason why we became good was because we were playing the best.
Yeah.
And they were the best. Then obviously South Africa came into the fray as well. And, that's how we became good. And also we had coaches who allowed you to do things like Bob Dwyer, Alan Jones, and that helped when they got that mentality of, you got Mark Ella, Grand Slam 84. Mark wasn't captain, but Mark went to Alan Jones and said, mate, just give me the back line. And Alan said, you can have the back line. So when you got players like that, very instinctive, Prado body, very similar like that as well. You actually get to understand the game a lot better. And when you go across, mate, you got 8 weeks of rugby, you got 18 games. You get 20 quid a day. It's more about the prestige of winning and being the ambassador for your country.
Yeah, nice. Well, it's good to see some of those full tours are coming back. Obviously, the All Blacks this year going out to South Africa for about a good 4 or 5 weeks, playing some provincial teams and doing the 3 tests. Like, it's good to see. Do you miss that kind of thing? Do you think that's a good direction?
Mate, yeah. Oh, look, that was the tour in life. You get to see opportunities to go around the world, and just you sightsee a lot as well because you're not training. Well, it's very different. We used to train like an hour every day, have lunch, then go sightseeing or playing golf. Yeah. Now, I think these poor guys are 24/7 rugby. That's why when you look at them, they make a mistake. There's no emotion. Our day, we used to get really annoyed if we made a mistake.
Yeah.
Because we love doing what we do. I'm not saying these guys don't love it, but 24/7, mate. Like now they've got to have a rest. You can't play certain games. You've got too much time. Mate, we used to train all the time. I know it's different. I understand. We're older, different way of playing. But rugby is not what I grew up as rugby was.
Well, speaking of which, there's going to be a bit of an old school match happening in Taranaki over ANZAC weekend. The Classics New Zealand team versus the Classics Wallabies is going to be happening in Taranaki. And I hear... Much, I don't know if you know yet, but you are the manager of the Wallabies Classics. Is that right?
Yeah, well, I'll be there somewhere. I don't know what a manager does. I hope the players don't give me shit. The amount of shit I give to the manager when I play.
Just a couple of beers, I think, on the sideline as your duties.
A couple of reds, mate. Reds.
Okay. No, reds. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Very good. Because this is, I mean, if those of you who don't know about the kind of classic All Blacks, I think they played in Spain last year in front of a sold out, against the national team over there. So you might have a bit of a battle against you there, Campo, because in the New Zealand squad they got Nehi Milner-Skudder on the wing, Chris Marsoe, Jason Eaton, who plays a bit of cricket as well. So it's a solid looking All Blacks, classic All Blacks team you're coming up against. Do you know who you've got lined up for you guys?
Oh, mate, I'm sure we can find a few players. No, we haven't got. we've got Andrew Walker, Palu coming. Willie Palu.
Yep.
So we've got some really good players. A lot of the guys obviously are very keen, because sometimes now, I feel sorry for some of these players that are professionals and they sort of retire and they're forgotten.
Yeah.
Straight away. So, they would try to get Quade Cooper, but I don't know, the booze might have been a bit too hard for him.
No, we love him. He's a Kiwi boy.
Yeah, we've got players who are, pretty excited as well. And I think it's great for them just to get together, because as I said, mate, once you retire, people forget about you very quickly, which is very sad.
Yeah.
And I think this is just a great concept. And obviously, the group that we've got is going to be pretty good. And a lot of the players, some of them are still playing. So yeah, should be a great game.
Yeah. Nice.
And also, it was interesting because in Taranaki, that was my first game I think I played for the Wallabies, was in Taranaki in 1982. That was my day in Australia. There we are.
Oh, there you go. Well, that's a lovely little
full circle moment for you.
Full circle. Yeah. I was just thinking. I'm a very average club rugby player, and I played a league here called the Under 85 kg league here.
Yes.
And I retired from that a good, I would say, 15, 16 years ago, and we had a reunion match where a few of the old boys came back together and we played the current 85s. Obviously, we're just a bunch of middle-aged men, and we thought we'd just go and chuck the ball around until the first opposition player put a shot on one of us, and all of a sudden it was full red. The red mist descended. We thought we were 25 again with thrown shoulders. It took me about 3 months to recover from that. I can imagine being a former professional player. If someone puts a shot on you, I can imagine. I mean, Jason Eaton's not going to turn around and not try and start. How do you reckon you're going to control the passion on the field?
You can't control the passion, mate. That's the thing about rugby. It's a game. I mean, Australia and New Zealand's always had that rivalry, haven't they?
Yeah.
I mean, it's always been there. So I don't expect anything different. I just hope that the referee understands there's two teams. Well, he's a Kiwi ref, isn't he?
Yeah, I think
we should get a biased ref. I
think you got Conrad Smith apparently.
Is he?
Is that right?
Yeah.
Former All Black centre Conrad Smith.
Well, Nono running the touchline, maybe.
Yeah, I was about to see it. Actually, if I'm honest with you, Campo, it sounds like a bit of a stitch up. To be honest, I think you might be walking into a trap here.
No, but the thing is, I look, it's a great opportunity. I mean, there's the Bermuda Classics as well. Mate, I've been invited to many, many places around the world playing classics and just barbarian games. So this one's going to be the first ever.
Nice.
ANZAC game between Australia and New Zealand. So it's a great honour to be part of that. And obviously we're looking forward to returning the favour next year. So hopefully in the Gold Coast. So there's plans there. But it's just going to be an unbelievable opportunity for these guys to obviously not represent Australia, but get an opportunity to see their mates, have a bit of fun, and beat the Kiwis again.
I'm sure it'll be a good aftermatch too. So it's Saturday, 25th of April, 2:30 p.m. at Stadium Taranaki. Tickets available at tickettech.co.nz from $10. Jeez, it's a value for money.
Yeah.
It's also live on TVNZ1 and on TVNZ Plus, and you can tune anywhere around the world on Rugby Pass TV. That's going to be an absolute cracker. Key sponsors, obviously, Venture Taranaki and New Plymouth Event Venues and New Plymouth District Council. It's going to be an absolutely cracking weekend. If you are anywhere near there on the ANZAC weekend, go down there, say good day to Campo, give him a glass of red wine,
Yeah,
get him to tell you a few old war
Just
stories.
Just one.
Just one, yeah, well said.
One that never ends.
What does the rest of the day look like for you now, Campo? I mean, you're joining us live poolside, actually, on the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
You mentioned before we fired up the recording, a lovely spot, very jealous. I think I heard a couple of bits of wildlife in the background. What's day-to-day life for you these days?
Mate, just working with Matthew Kosolki, who's we're in liquidations and all that, unfortunately.
Oh, bugger. Sorry to hear that, mate.
The ATOs. So it's not and the way the economically situation is going around the world, mates, I think that we're going to be pretty busy for a couple of years now. So, it's pretty good. It's actually out to get out and about. I'm coaching at a school under 13s.
Oh, good man.
Nice.
That's the only team they'll trust me with.
I bet they must play free-flowing rugby there under 13s, surely.
Well, we won a few games last year, which was quite surprising. But I had my son he went over to Verona, Italy for 6 months and busted his finger over there and just got out before all the war started as well. So we were very pleased. And mate, it's great life.
Oh, good man.
Oh, excellent.
Thank you very much for your time today, Campo. We really appreciate
You're
it.
welcome, guys. To catch up over there. Eh?
Yeah, we'll see you in Taranaki on ANZAC weekend. Thanks very much.
No worries. Thanks, guys. Enjoy. Thank you.